I once again welcome you all of you the lecture series of microprocessors and microcontrollers. Now today we are going to discuss the digital to analog converters, how this digital to analog converters to interface the 8255 PPA to the 8086 microprocessor. Before going to that, so what we are left on the last class, we will see it and we'll move for the today's class. Now, see this. In the last class, we are discussed about the analog to digital converter. Okay, so this is so in our according to syllabus, we are considering only two type of converters, analog to digital converters, nothing but the 8-bit as well as 12-bit converters. Okay, so this analog to digital converters has some input to this microprocessors. So in this analog to digital converters, you know that we have two types of signals are available: start of conversion as well as the end of conversion. In between the start of conversion, end of conversion, microprocessors take some time. Sometime this time you can call it as a conversion delay. Nothing but it can convert some analog signal to the some digital signal. Okay, it will take some time. Delay time, you can also call it as a delay time or conversion time or conversion time, delay time or conversion time, this one. So these are two types for conversion techniques from analog to the digital conversion techniques. We are discussed here two types: successive approximation as well as the dual slope integration. So whatever may be the technique we are using to convert some analog signal to the digital signal. So the algorithm for converting the analog to the digital converters is same. So first one we can see this. So whenever in this conversion process, whether you take these successive approximation method or dual slope integration techniques to convert this analog to digital conversion. In this conversion process, whatever the signal we are considered an analog signal, for suppose this is an analog signal we are considered, this is fixed up to the conversion process, to the conversion over, conversion end, up to the conversion end. So for this purpose, some devices additionally require the some circuit called hold and sample and hold circuit. Sample and hold circuit. So then you can then initiate the 8255 PPA to start the conversion. Then once the conversion is over, this ADCs will send the signal to the 8255 PPA. So conversion is end. Nothing but you can call it as the end of conversion. So then after that, this 8086 microprocessor is read the whatever the data that is present in the 8255 PPA. So these are the four steps to develop the nothing but to write the program. So these are the two types we are going to discuss here: ADC 0808 and 0809 8-bit converter. Then ADC ICL means intercells 7109 a 12-bit converter. This we can use it as successive approximation technique. Here you can use it as dual slope inverter. Please wait. Okay, for these two techniques, successive approximation as well as dual slope inverter technique. See this. So in the last class, we already completed the ADC 0808 or 0809 and 8-bit converter. So now today class we are going to discuss ADC, nothing but analog to digital converter. ICL means intercells. Okay, intercells 7109 a 12-bit converter. Now we will see this. So this is ADC 7109 and a 12-bit ADC is nothing but the technique we are used here, dual slope inverter. dual slope inverter. So this is a 40 pins. Again, this is a 40 pin. But ADC that we discussed in the last class 0808 is a 28 pin. But now this dual slope inverter is a 40 pin. Okay. So see this out of this 40 pins. Now see this 12 pins. You know that this is a 12 bit. So 12 pins. So 12 bits are 12 pins are, you can also call it as a 12 pins, 12 bits B1 to the B2. Simply you can draw the like this B1. Then remaining lines, then ground, status, polarity, power range, and reference signals. Then yeah, nothing but INHL means input to high signal. Then this is input low signal. So then buffer signal, then hold signal, then oscillator, then buffer oscillator signal, then all you can see it in this one. So what is the meaning of this ADC? So again, this analog to the digital. So analog to the digital, but how many bits it can convert? Up to the 12 bits. Up to the 12 bits is possible. So then what is ADC? 0808 is only of 8 bits. But here this is connected to the 12 bits. This is convert 12 bits. Now see this. What are this? What are the different types of pins we are discussed here? So what is B1 to B12? Then ground, status, polarity. We'll see it in quickly. Okay, you can see this ground. You know that what is the status of this one? This will indicate that if it is I, it is equal to the 1. If it is equal to the 1. If it is equal to the 1. Okay, what is the meaning of this one? So integrate and de-integrate until the data is latched. Okay, what is POL? But polarity high for positive input, over range input. So then see this these pins. All these three are output data. So all these are output data bits here. See this here. Then we have the test signal. Why it is test signal? The input is I, nothing but if it is equal to the 1, so normal operation. If it is equal to the 0, then all the bits are all it forces all the bits outputs are I is nothing but the 1. So nothing but this 12 bits are equal to the 1. So L you cannot lower order or low bit byte enable, then high bit higher order byte enable. Okay, then load chip enable as well as load pin, then mode. So in this mode will indicates that this data, so direct output mode where so HBN and LBN pins are directly controlling the output bytes. Then oscillator input as well as oscillator output. So for this one you can so oscillator is supplying the clocks to this 12-bit converter. Separate clock for this one is available. So that is the oscillator and oscillator output pins are available. So then selecting the oscillator, selecting oscillator means oscillator in or out or buffer oscillator. Buffer oscillator output means run and hold conversion continuously performed where so every 8912 clock period. So we have some you know that reference output buffer output amp where auto zero node, some common input low input high, differential input side reference side, reference side capacitor positive, then capacitor negative, so reference side input negative, then polarity, then voltage plus 5 volts, and whatever it may be the number of signals. This is also when the conversion is starting up to the end of the conversion. This signal is stable. This signal is stable to convert the so digital data or binary data, digital or binary data, binary data. Up to this, this signal is stable, or you can also call it as constant. Otherwise, you will not get the required digital data, required output. For this purpose, again, same, they can use it as a hold and sample circuit, or sample and circuit. Okay, now we'll see this dual slope 7109. So this dual slope 7109, this is divided into the two parts: analog section as well as the digital section. Analog section means an analog signal section to the then this is the first one. Then what is second one is the digital section. The second one is the digital section. Second one is the digital section. Okay. So in this one, in this analog section, you have three different conversion rates are available. Three different conversion cycles are available. The first one is auto zero phase, single integrate phase, as well as de-integrate phase. Okay, please wait. As you can now see this sections, these different sections. Yes, this series. These sections, you have three different types of sections here. uh, Auto zero phase, single integrate phase, as well as de-integrate phase. These are the three conversion cycle. But conversion cycle is divided into the three phases, namely auto zero phase. Then what is this auto zero phase and the single integrate phase and the de-integrate phase? We can see it in. So what is this auto zero? Now see this auto zero phase. Nothing but during this zero phase, an input I, you know that as input I is one. So in this one, an input as well as output are disconnected from the external input signal and shortened to the common analog common. In this signal integrate phase, so see this integrate phase. So there is no in this phase auto zero capacitor is open. So nothing but zero phase is open. Zero phase is open. The external input signals is connected. So through this internal circuit. So the de-integrate phase means this is the final phase of the analog digital conversion. In this phase, the input is low internally connected analog common input I is connected across the previously charged reference capacitor. Whatever it may be the theory, Alan, I'm not going that much deeper in this one because our aim is to connect this device to the 8255 PPA. This is our model. So this is the some analog section of the 8255. So sorry, this is analog section of the ADC 7109. This is analog section. So there are some buffers here, some integrators here, some compensators here, and then capacitors here. Okay, some capacitors here, so whatever it may be. So some we have some digital section is also there. So digital section is like this. The digital section is available like this. You don't have to remember all these things. Now see this. So this is the some two formulas. You should remember this one. Rent as well as in so F is equal to the frequency. That's what crystal frequency by then 58. You can calculate from this one. You should remember this too. So our intention is here how this ICL 7109 is interfaced with the 8086 microprocessor by using the 8255B. So, okay, now see this. They can ask that question is here. So write the assembly language program. This is the problem. This is the problem. Interface ICL 710 with 8086 using 8255. Write the assembly language program to read the digital equivalent data from AD 710 stored into the register CX. See this, where the data is stored in the CX register. Where that CX is available 8086 microprocessor. Note that ADC is given only 12-bit output. Yes. Since the most significant bit nibble bit must be masked. Okay. This is the problem they can give. So, for this problem, how we can interface this ADC to the 8255. How we can see this? This is the 12-bit output here, but this is the input device. But how many? So now see this CPU. This is the structure we are going to interface. Okay, 8255. You can see the arrows. This is the only single arrow, nothing but only one direction. ADC, the 12-bit. What is the size of the ports here? Port A, B, C. You have 3 ports available. What is the size of the ports? Only 8 bits. But here, 12 bits are available. So that's why you can combine any of the 2 bits. So another port bits we are using for this purpose. So now see this. So it is a 12-bit ADC. So it is a 12-bit ADC. So it will be required to 12 input output lines of the data. Now see this. This is also the 8-bit. This is also the 8-bit here. So D0 to the D7 you are using. So how to change that one? How to connect that one? So what is the form? What is the control over CWR for this one? On which mode we are going to connect this one? Okay. So on all the things CWR for this one is 93H. You know that how to write that CWR. We'll already seen the last class. Now see this. This is the interfacing 7909 with 80 through 825. This is the ICL 7109. So in this side you have in the examinations also you must draw this one 8255 PPA. This is. Then after this one you have 8086 microprocessor. This is the structure. So these are the output side. You see these arrows. See this arrow. This is the input device. This is the input device. Input device ADC 7109. These are the 40 bits. These are the 40 bits. Okay. See this. So our intention is here. See this. Our intention is see this. How to interface this ADC ICL ADC ICL 7109 through this 8255 PPA. See this. For this interfacing purpose, you know that this is the 12 bit. So 7 bits are used as a port A, then remaining bits are used as port C. Sorry, 8 bits are used as 8 bits are used as this port A, then remaining bits remaining. So 8 plus 4 is equal to the 12. So you require the 12 bits to interface because this is a 12 bit converter. So this is 12 bit. Remaining 12 bits are used for the PC3 to PC4. So then PB0, PB1, PB7 are used as a handshaking sequence. Are used as a handshaking sequence. So again, okay, you can draw this diagram carefully. So in this way, so you must draw this 85 PPA diagram also. So but in the diagram. In this diagram, this group diagram, they can only give in the just a single diagram of 7109 only, but you must draw the this 8255 PPI also like this. Okay. Okay, see this. These are the some references signal. So suppose these are the some signal. You are connecting some device, some signal, some motor output or motor output. You are analyzing the signal. So digitally, what is the voltage level? What is the current level? What is the reference value? Or nothing, there is any errors in that one. For whatever it may be, the levels and all. What is voltage levels? For suppose some DC motor output, some DC, some DC, some DC output, whatever. Okay, so this analog signal. So you know that motor input. For suppose some application motor output. You know that an generator. Sorry, a generator output or DC generator or motor input. Is a motor input or generator output. Are given it to this one. You can analyze this one. You can analyze this one. The signal, you can analyze the signal. Okay, you can analyze this signal. How this will be. So, so you can convert this analog signal to the 12-bit. Remember, 12 bits. The data is in 12-bit format. Okay, so this is the some small algorithm for reading output of 7109. Nothing but reading output of 7109 means here. So you can draw the diagram is like this. 8086 microprocessor. In this we are connecting data bus. A255 PPA. Then you can represent whatever the circuit you are. So then this is the way. So then you can represent. Then you can draw whatever this one to this place. So unknown children of this place. Then you will get the clarity. So PC 023. PA 027, then PP lines are whatever you can draw this line. So our intention is how to read this data. So this 12 bit, this is 8 bits and this is 4 bits. How to read this data to that 8086 megahertz. First of all, you can initialize the 8255 PPA. So in which mode? Initializing the 8255 PPA in input mode. Input mode, not the output mode. Input mode. Okay, once it is inputted, then you can see the you can load that CWR, then store that whatever the data that is available in this 7109 data to the CX register. Because why you are taking only CX in the problem, they can give it as CX. Otherwise, you can consider any BX register. Then you can read the data and port B store in the DL register. Okay, so this is small algorithm. According to that one, they write the programming first. See this. You know that in the program you must draw the CS code signal, because whatever the codes of this mnemonics is available on that code segment. Then you can start the move AL comma 93H. You know that why you are giving 93H. So this will initialization of what is that one? Initialization of CWR of 8255. See this initialization of 8255 PPA. So you can out nothing but whatever that is 93 is nothing but 1001 sorry 0011. This is 3. This is 9 H. This data is loaded into this AL register. Nothing but CWR. So see this output CWR. First of all, 93 is loaded into the AL. Whatever the data is in the AL register, that is loaded to the CWR. Now in these two steps, two steps, the program is nothing but the 8258 PP is work as the input mode. So of some code. Then again move AL 40H. What is this 40H? Why you are additionally considering this 40H? 0 1 0 0. This is 4 0 0 0. This is 4 0 40H. This is 40H. This is 93H. Why it is 40H? You know that for this one only you can initialize the port A also only, but it is of 8-bit only. But you require how many bits? 12 bits. You require 12 bits. So that's why port C is also required. So that's why port C of the bits is also required. For this one, can take this one. Then we can so after that, once you can take that one, then you can same again the last class what we have discussed. Then you can give in the start of conversion, start of conversion. Once it is conversion is so again, so you can wait. Why you are wait? Why you are wait from so that wait period is nothing but the conversion delay. Up to you can convert some analog signal to the digital signal. Again you can input all the port B also. Read the status of that signal. So status of that signal means if there is any carry flag is available. So nothing but out of 12 bits if there is any carry flag is available. If that is available, jump with the carry. So jump with carry. You can wait until. So otherwise you can go for the another. You can input the port A. Port A is inputted. Input means whatever the data that is available at 7109 to the 8255 PP. 7109 to the 8255. Move this AL to the CL data. Then again you can read the port C. Port C to the 8255 PP. Then you can undo operation of this undo operation of this to undo operation of whatever the data that is available with AL and FH. Undo operation. That's what you can combining these two why you are undo operation means series a lower byte in CL and a higher byte in CL that must be masked. Lower byte and higher byte mask for this. So again, I can read the port B to store the data. Simple, okay, very simple one, simple program. Again, this one you can also see the digital to analog converters. Some for suppose the 001 1000. This data you are going to convert this analog digital to the digital or binary to the analog signal. Digital or binary to the analog signal. So binary number into the equivalent analog voltages. The signal you are assumed here an voltage. The signal is nothing but a voltage. The signal may be a voltage or current. Okay, that frequency you can also understand something. So what are some applications? Applications for DSS. What are the DSS? DSS are output devices. DSS are output devices. So all the arrows is like this. Some CPU to this 8255 and 8255 PPU to the some DS. So output device. So nothing but whatever the data, digital data that is stored here, we are converting into the, we are moving into the 8255 PPA. This 8255 is convert this digital data. We can move this digital data to this DAC. This DAC is convert some this digital data, binary data to the some analog signals. So this is the process. So some applications, motor speed control applications, program gain amplifiers, and control gains were used here. Then this again we have two types: AD 7523 and 8-bit multiplying DAC. Then DAC 80800 and 8-bit DAC. Okay, we are going to discuss these two types. So what is this DAC is? It can convert some binary numbers or data to the analog voltages. So where this binary is available, it is available on the CPU, but 8086 microcontroller. The data can move into the 8255. This 8255 is moved the data to the DAC. The DAC is converted into the analog voltages. That may be a sinusoidal or triangular, whatever, or rectangular signal, whatever. So now see this first one AD 7523 8-bit multiplying DAC, digital to analog converter DAC. This is a 12-bit converter. 12-bit sorry, this is an 8-bit, but this is a 16-pin IC. 16 pins IC, 16 pin IC, 16 pin ICs. So this 16 pin pin DIP means dual in package. Dual in package. So multiplying digital data into the analog converter. So content why you are multiplying, you are using because the technique we are using to convert some digital data to analog is R2 2R ladder. In this ladder network, some resistance value you can consider as a 10K. Okay, so for this one we can also use it as a some single pole and double pole through NMOS switches. Nothing but some MOSFETs, IGBTs. So again the supply range, it can extend the supply range from 5 volts to the 15 volts. Nothing but the output range, it will generate the some 5 volts to the some 15 volts output, or in between the some 10 volts to the 10 volts output. Okay, now see is how we can interface this this to the 8255. So interface DAC with an 806 running at an 8 megahertz and write an assembly language program to generate sawtooth waveform of 1 milliseconds with the sawtooth waveform. You should see this sawtooth waveform here. They can specifically ask that which type of output they will get. But in the previous classes there is no option. In the previous analog digital converter, they can given they are not mentioned what type of analog signal were considered. So you can consider any of the analog signal to convert the digital data or binary data. But here, see this. So they specifically ask that you can assume some data. This data we may convert into the sawtooth waveform. Okay, of period 1 microseconds, time period is 1 microseconds, then voltage level is 5 volts. Now we can see how to interface this one, so again the interfacing structure is like this: 8086 microprocessor. We have a data bus, then you have 8255 PPA, and this 8255 PPA you have the output port. Port A, port B, or port C, or any other port you can use here, because this is the 8-bit port. Port A or B or C. So this is AD 7523. AD 7523 DAC. Then it gives the some output of sawtooth wave. waveform of 1 microseconds and 5 volts. Okay, this is the structure we require for this one. Then output device. This is the so the data is available in this one. That available data you are converting into this wave. So that's why it is the output device. So you perform the right operations. Right operation. Microprocessors perform the right operation. Okay. See this. This is the interfacing of AD7523 DAC to the 825 PPA. In this side, you draw the this side you draw the 8086 microprocessor. Okay, so this is AD7.23. So I think you are already see the pin diagram. So this is the see the bits here. So output one and output two is nothing but output one it gives this some positive to the negative. So so see this between the you can add this output Zener layer. This is the number of bits they can given. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits that considered. This 8 bits they are considered because it is 8-bit converter. This is 8-bit converter. So B1 to the B8 bits they are considered. B1 to the B8 bits they are considered. So these are the input bits. They are the input bits. This input bits to the NLAC. So NLAC for the NLAC converter, this outputs is given to the some this some Zener diode. You can see this. See this. This is the outputs. This is output one, output two. This is given to this Zener diode. Then the required output is you get here. So for this one, you can take the reference voltage of 5 volts as well as the 10 volts. Okay. So now see this arrow. So you can take the port A as an output port. Remember, port A as an output port. Port A is output port. Output port. Okay. You can see this an output port. Now see this. So port A A. So this is given to this AD this one. So this AD7523 DAC is convert and digital data for suppose this data to the some sawtooth wave. Okay. Okay. So this is the programming for writing the so initialize that. Again, you can initialize the code segment. Initialize the code segment. You can start the code. So again, two steps are common for both. Now these two steps are equal. These two steps. Then again, this remaining steps are following this. So what is this? Two steps: initializing 8255 PPI port A as an output port. What are the so that's we write the CWR. What is the CWR value? 80H. CWR value is 80H. Is nothing but this is 0. This is 8. Is nothing but 80H. CWR value. Initializing. Once it is initializing for startup conversion, you just move the 00. You know that startup conversion. So startup conversion is nothing but start. So once it is start, you can load the data to the port A. Port A can load the data to the port. So you can increment AL by value to the one to the tram circuit. So up to you can compare that AL to the 0 F2H. You can compare that AL to the 0. What is the value of this AL here right now? what is the value of this AL is right now? AL is 1, 0, 1 is right now, because this is 0, 0 here. You can increment that one. AL is 0, 1, 0. You can compare that AL is 0 F to H. So you compare AL to the some 0 F to H. So for suppose you can assume it as A, assume it as a B. So if they may be equal, they may be greater than, they may be less than. So based on this one, you can see the this we can see the Z flag. This we can helpful for the carry flag. Carry flag. So upon that one, you can see this one. There is any jump is possible. Jump again. So if it is not jump, nothing but there is some data from that one. It is not jump. Against enter. Okay, so for this one, the time that is required to reach us to precisely to convert some digital data to the LR, so we will take the 1.00000625 milliseconds. That is, this conversion time is entirely depends upon the type of device we are concerned. Okay. The next one, the second category of DAC we are considering here. The second category of converter, we are considering interface digital to the analog converter. One of the second category is DAC 0800. This is also the 16-pin DAC. This is also the 16 pin. This is also the 16-pin DAC, dual in package. Okay, but it is manufactured by the National Semiconductors Company. So, what is the time required to conversion this operation? 100 milliseconds. So, what is the power ranges for producing the signal? 4.5 to the 18 volts. So, the output signal it can generate for a supply voltage is 4.5 volts. Usually, it can suppress. Generate the signal from 5 volts to the 2. Okay, this is a pin diagram. Again, you can see this this under the same. It is very much equivalent to the DAC 710. This one 7523. It is very see this structure. You can see this. Only it has a difference between output signal than ramp output signal. You are giving this one here. But see this the only difference between the two. See here you can take the voltage and the current. Voltage and the current. Voltage and current. Remaining all the bits are almost all common. These are the P. This is also 8 bits of B1 to the B8 input data. Input data lines. To carry the information from 8255 PPA to this 8255 PPA is connected by these lines. In this side PA 0 to the 7. In this side we are connected this lines, 8 lines. So again they can ask that you can interface this DS0800 to the 8086 microprocessor. Okay, and produce the some triangular wave. Some triangular wave of it must be of how many volts? 5 volts. Plus or minus 5 volts. 5 volts triangle. So, so for this one, you can assume that some conversion time for this device is 100 milliseconds. Okay. So how to interpret this one? You can see this. See this. B1 to the B8 in this side. This side PA0 to the PA7. So this side we have the. You can draw in the examinations also in this one. 8086 microprocessor. That will gives the very good impression. Okay, and this one microprocessor side. This is 8255 PPA. This is DS0800. Okay, so for this one we are giving the this PA as PA0 to PA7 to this one. So this is the output voltage. So that voltage output will get the waveform of 5 volts plus 5 volts. This is there minus 5 volts. This will get the output. Okay, for this one, you write the simple, very simple programming for this. Very simple. So you know that this is 80H. You know that for initializing 8255 PB as a initializing, say this initializing 8255 as port A as output. So this was CWR value is 10000000. This is 0. This is 8H. So once it is moved, so you can move 00 to the L. That means a startup condition. Startup condition. So nothing but some digital data to the N. Up to this, we will require the hold and sample circuit. So this is also so nothing but hold and sample circuit means nothing but so this one also before that digital data we are not at all changing. So not necessary. This holding and sample circuit is not necessary. Okay, not necessary in this case. So again, then output port A. So whatever the information that is AL, so it is stored at the port A, because in port A there is no garbage data is ever. So you can clear that port A. So once nothing but you can put the port A as all zeros. Then you can increment the data to the some one. So nothing but that will increment the 5 volts to the RAM port. And compare to again the same problem. Compare this one to the FFH. So FFH will indicate the triangular. 0 FH will indicate the circle triangle. So remaining program is same. Okay. So this okay. So by using this application, by using this DACs, how to interface and stepper motor to the 8255. Just stepper motor. This I will discuss it in the next class. Okay. Okay. Today is over. Thank you for joining the class today.